Hi, I'm the two-tip lady who loves to give tips to make life more simple. I've got a question for you. Did you have an encourager in your life when you were growing up? I remember one or two when I was. I was 18 and planning to leave college and marry my boyfriend, who's now been my husband for a long time. One minister who I barely knew said to me, "Don't you get married until you learn to type fast." Well now, that was unusual wisdom directed at me, and I suspect he thought that that would keep me single for quite a while longer. However, since no one else gave me advice, I figured it might be a good idea to do what he said. So off I went and enrolled in a class for its last 6 weeks of the term. Everyone else was way ahead of me, but I stuck at it relentlessly for those few weeks and developed a faster speed than most in the class who'd been at it since they started and who didn't have my motivation. I did what he said. I learned to type fast. So mission accomplished, off we went and got married. And I could never count the number of times I've blessed that man since then. He'll never know on this planet how much he blessed me. Because sure enough, dear husband went back to study one day, and what a help it was to him that I could type flat out and help him get his assignments in on time. It's a skill of inestimable value, especially these days with computers everywhere. I've often wished for others who have been down the road longer to have given me advice, but that type of person seems to be rare. However, our son has been so fortunate to have encountered those kind of people who've stepped in and influenced his life in huge ways. One day recently I looked up in the sky and I saw a little black speck, and I could hear the hum of a small plane flying above. My phone rang. It was our Mr. 22 flying over our clearing in the bush. Have you ever felt small and insignificant? His flying machine looked that way, but we must have too, as we peered up while he wagged his wings at us as he looked down. He saw us, but the sun was so dazzling we could hardly see him, and I could only yell into the phone, "Hey, get off that phone! Concentrate, or you might join us down here on the ground faster than you'd ever think." If you had gazed up that day at a tiny plane zooming by, how would you have ever known that in that speck way up there was a young man bursting with potential and possibilities? There are so many young fellows who look tiny and insignificant now, but are also full of fantastic potential, if encouraged. So my first tip today is, look for that speck and help them fly through life successfully too. Our Mr. 22 has had so many encouragers, pilots, ministers, friends, grandparents, teachers. He's been so fortunate. My next tip today is keep doing it. Keep encouraging. Just like the minister who challenged and encouraged me, you'll find for sure that while you bless them in an ongoing way, you'll have someone blessing you forever too. So find someone to encourage and keep doing it. You can be an encourager for life. That's it from the two-tip lady today, who loves to make life more successful and simple.